Star Wars fans will finally get to see how the famous space smuggler Han Solo got his start and maybe even his name once his origin film arrives. But Solo: A Star Wars Story will also reveal the earliest days of the Millennium Falcon, long before Han could turn it into the so-called piece of junk seen in the original Star Wars. The Falcon has some secrets to spill, so fans should get ready to have their own questions answered. Luckily, we can guess at some of the mysteries that Solo will finally solve. Origins. Fans will be surprised to hear that as a ship design, the Falcons isn't actually unique at all. Just one of hundreds, maybe even thousands of YT-1300 light freighters used to transport large shipping containers. Different versions of the ship have appeared in the prequels and TV shows like Attack of the Clones and Clone Wars, and it gained the manufacturer even more fans than its other Rebel blockade runner, the first spaceship ever seen in the Star Wars universe in A New Hope. The ship was too fast for novice pilots, but for smugglers, it showed loads of potential. Lando. The ship still belongs to Lando Calrissian when Solo begins, but he wasn't its first criminal captain. The Falcon went through plenty of names under previous owners: the Jackpot, Hardwired, Wayward Son, the Stellar Envoy, and just as many paint jobs before getting the crisp blue and white design from Lando. It's this version of the ship that actually makes a cameo in Revenge of the Sith, but how this mint-conditioned Falcon loses its polish and the escape pod filling its nose section is all part of the fun, matching the details between Solo and the rest of the original movies. And we do mean mint condition inside and out, since the Falcon was obviously Lando's pride and joy judging by the upgrades on display in the origin movie. That includes a top-of-the-line version of the Star Wars board game Dedrick, using holograms instead of the regular pieces seen in Rogue One and Saw's Bunker, a game that goes unfinished all the way up to A New Hope. Kessel Run. It was never the Falcon's looks that really impressed Han Solo. No, what made the Falcon so special was its computer. Actually, its computers, built out of a mixture of 3 different droid brains. The movies have never explained how the Falcon got its infamous unreliable personality, but we're hoping that mystery will be solved in Solo, almost guaranteed to be connected to the feat that made Han Solo and the Falcon famous: the Kessel Run. Yes, the famous smuggler's run will finally be revealed in Solo: A Star Wars Story, after Han bragged about achieving the feat in his very first movie scene. The glimpses of cosmic lightning storms and giant space squids show the movie version won't disappoint fans. The run is famous for getting pilots killed, but when Han Solo takes control of the Falcon, his career of doing the impossible truly begins. The card game. How Han actually becomes the owner of the Falcon? That's the million-dollar question. The official story is that Han won it from Lando in a game of cards, but fans have long wondered if it was a fair game or a cheat. We can't say just yet, but the movie looks to finally set the record straight, and explain why the two still became friends after Han stole Lando's ride. Maybe even drop a hint or two to explain how Han first stumbled into Luke Skywalker's backyard. From there, the Millennium Falcon became the stuff of legend, helping to destroy not 1 but 2 Death Stars in the original trilogy. The novels and comic books added even more adventures to the Falcon's legacy, sending Han and Chewie to drive the Empire off of Kashyyyk, the home planet of the Wookiees, not long after the Empire fell. The newest movies show what happened next, as the Falcon was stolen and abandoned on the planet Jakku. But you can't keep Han and his ship apart for long. After The Last Jedi, the Falcon has become the new home to what's left of the Rebels, and the universe's only remaining Jedi Knight. That story may come to an end before fans know it, but first, they get to enjoy how it all started, with the story of Chewbacca, the Falcon, and the smuggler named Solo.